welcome back to another exciting episode of Jam Central. I'm your host, Vance Palm. My partner, Rick Hutchins. We're downtown Bakersfield in the Dignity Health Studios. Wow, Happy New Year. What a great show we have for everybody. This is a show that is action-packed. Rick, we have a ton of great news to talk about. We've got great guests, great players, exciting show. Even when we got together and started talking about this one and had our conference call and started getting all the pieces put together, you and I both agreed, like, wow, this is a meaty show, a lot of content to start the New Year's off. And why not just start with Elijah Millsap?
Yeah, it's certainly exciting. Elijah Millsap call up a 10-day contract with the Utah Jazz, and 6'6" guard. His brother's already in the NBA with Atlanta, and he tears it up. He's a great player, and Elijah's so deserving. Got the opportunity last night. And, he got 18 minutes.
We talk about this all the time, you and I, about this is the highest level of competitive sports in the Valley. This is it. We have players that can be in Bakersfield on a Tuesday night and up in the association on a Wednesday night, and that's exactly what's happening. But that's one player. Our team is playing great. We're 8-2 in the last 10 games. We're 4-1 right now. Rick, you know these road trips. When you start taking off and you're on bus rides from the dark, shadowy, snowy roads of one place to another gym. Guys are getting up. This is not, Lear Jets and the Ritz-Carlton. These are long road trips, and we're 8-2, and we're 4-1 on the road trip, bro.
Yeah, the last road trip, tough one. The first game at Canton, we had 3 players on assignment from the Suns. Of course, they're running the same system and everything, but it takes a little time to get, acclimatized to the situation, and they really picked it up last 4 games, and those 3 Suns players were not even there the last 2, including a tough back-to-backs at Idaho. It's always tough to play up at Quest Arena.
Now, you look at a guy like Elijah Millsap, and the opportunity knocked. We had Trey Burke, Rodney Hood, Enes Kanter. They're not playing. So when that happens, that's what this development league is all about, looking for players that are ready to go, looking for guys that can get in and get out. Utah, their schedule at Chicago, in Oklahoma City, in Houston, then back to Utah against, of all people, the Golden State Warriors. So Elijah is going to be playing in some really, really fun competitive games.
And it's a testament to him because he's such a hard worker, been in the development league 4 years, and he just, he knows that it all starts with defense. And we're going to have, Dylan Debusk, one of our assistant coaches, come on a little bit and talk about that. But, Elijah has always believed it's all about defense. He's a great rebounder. As a guard, he is just tenacious. I mean, we've seen what he's done to Brady Heslip, the top scorer in the development league, and he's getting that opportunity. And one of the pluses is that Quinn Snyder, the head coach of the Utah Jazz, used to be the head coach of the Austin Toros. He knows the development league. He's seen Elijah close up. This is a grand opportunity for Elijah, and I hope that he seizes it with both hands, and I believe that he will.
Now, Elijah doing interviews already, NBA television, doing interviews already up at the next level. That's always fun to see, yeah?
Yep. Yeah, that's exciting. And he's just, we had him on the show just, a couple of shows ago, and just such an unassuming guy with such an incredible work ethic and a great leader. It's exciting that, when you're one step away, you are a Bakersfield Jam player, you are one step away from the big show, and we wish Elijah all the best.
All right, so Elijah Millsap and our great road trip that we've got going on, that's the setting to start off the show. But let's get into the Jam playbook and get going in with our first guest right here. Elijah, let's hear from him.
What was your first reaction upon hearing you're going to get a call up and get this contract?
Well, I was excited, but I had a stale face. I didn't know how to really take it in, grasp it. It really hasn't hit me yet. I'm just focused and trying to make the most of this opportunity.
What did they do with you today? I saw you, obviously walking through some.
Just scripting, trying to catch me up with all the plays and all the sets, what we do on defensive coverages and things like that.
Is this similar to any system you've played in before? Or?
It is, but it's just the play calls and how they reward the plays and just the calls. This is like a football playbook, Coach Quinn, so it's kind of different.
Go for it.
Talk a little about your game for those that aren't familiar with what you bring to the NBA.
Right now, I'm just a player. I just want to play defense, get up and down the court. My opportunities there to score. But right now, just play defense, play hard.
We also saw your brother Paul here play. What's it like being in a Jazz uniform? People here are used to the name Millsap and Utah Jazz.
I mean, it's a blessing knowing that he started his career here, and I'm right now starting my NBA career. So it's a blessing, and I appreciate that Jazz organization for giving me the opportunity.
Has he reached out to you? What did he say?
Oh yeah, actually he was the first one, so they reached out to him first, and he did some kind of crazy joke trying to make me scared. So
And welcome back to first quarter action. And alongside us, Vance, we have Dylan Debusk, one of our assistant coaches, also video coordinator. And Vance, let's find out what he thinks about Millsap.
Well, Dylan, first of all, welcome. Good to have you here, buddy.
Thanks for having me, guys.
It's a pleasure to have you here. Our assistant coach, Dylan Debusk, he's gone. He's out of here. Tell us about your time when he was here.
It was a great time that I had with Elijah, and I think our entire team and our coaching staff would say they had. He's an extremely hard worker. He busts his butt. He sets the tone, really, for our team defensively, which is really important, especially with Coach and how we like to stress defense, because that's where you win games, is on the defensive end. And he really set the tone for us. He's a great leader, a great teammate, great person to have in the locker room. There's really not enough good things you can say about him as a person and as a basketball player. He did everything. 2 steals a game, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 20 points. I mean, those are all-star, if not MVP numbers in the D-League. So it was great working with him.
Dylan, Jam's doing well right now. 4-1, now down to a 9-man roster, so the rotation's a little different. Got to be, a challenge for the coaching staff, for all of you. But 5-game road trip, Vance pointed out, 4-1 against some tough teams, and now facing the Austin Toros. Your overall assessment of how the Jam's doing this year?
Well, I think our record would say we're doing pretty well, and I would agree with that. I mean, our last road trip, it was a good road trip to go 4-1, and in that 10 days, that's a tough road trip for the players and the coaches. Like you guys were talking about earlier, a lot of buses, and you got that first big win against Canton, and then the first one against Erie was a tough one, but we rebounded well and really did a great job against Idaho of closing out the road trip with a win with a limited roster with only 8 guys there. And now we're moving forward. We got 9, but we think we can, we don't expect much to change. We've got a great team, a great group of guys, and we're working hard and hopefully just keep rolling.
We're so happy to have Dylan Debusk with us, assistant coach. It's your first year with the Jam, and I want to talk about something that maybe not every viewer understands, and that role of an assistant coach. I think your old school vision of an assistant coach is the guy that sits right next to the head coach and sweats for him and cries for him and laments with him, and oh, you're right, coach, you're right, coach. There's just so much more to be an assistant coach, and one big element of that is video coordination. And here we are in such a modern time now it's just a completely essential element to an assistant coach to be a video coordinator. What does that mean?
Yeah, it means a lot of things. Video coordinating entails a lot of different aspects. It's really become a lot more advanced and a lot easier, I believe. Obviously, I wasn't around 10 years ago doing this, but I can imagine what it was like 15, 20 years ago using the VCR and how difficult it might have been. I mean, the technology they have now is pretty cool, really lets you get in there and get stuff done easily. But what I do, basically, is I'll take our games and break them down into where all the dead action is taken out. So we can watch the games really quickly and succinctly and get as much work done as we can and prepare as much for ourselves. And then I'll work closely with Coach, and we'll put together clips for our guys to watch that we can learn from. And then when we're preparing for another team, I'll go out I'll take 2 or 3 games before they play us, their last 2 or 3 games, and I'll go through those, do the same thing, and get individual player clips and watch them and get their actions so we can show the players what we expect them to do and how we expect them to attack us and what to be prepared for.
You can get specific things. If Coach Bjorkman said, hey, Dylan, how many points in the paint did they have? How did they get so many points in the paint against us? You can piece that together, right?
Yes, definitely. There's a technology that really allows you. It puts it all in one. They call it a timeline, and you're able to go through and code it. So you're able to break the game down piece by piece if you wanted to. You can get as complex or as simple as you want it. And we get pretty complex sometimes, but also other times you got to keep it simple just because the time. It's a little tougher in the D League, and our staff's not quite as large. So in NBA, they've got 2 or 3 video coordinators working together to prepare for other teams.
Nice.
Yeah.
Excellent.
How many hours would you say you spend, breaking down video?
Man, that's the majority of my job. It really doesn't stop. I go home at night and I work on video a lot of times. I would say in a week, I don't know, if you go 3 hours a day, 21 hours or so. I'd probably say almost a day if you go by 7 days, almost a day spent doing video. Maybe not quite that much. I mean, it obviously varies. Some weeks are when we have a lot more games to watch.
Big part of the job.
Yep. Yeah. So,
couple of things we'd like to talk to you about. First of all, last year you were basketball ops assistant with the Iowa Energy for Nate Bjorkgren. So, share a little bit about that and how different that is from being a video coordinator and assistant coach. And secondly, we want to find out what kind of high school coach Nate was and what your experiences were with him in Arizona.
Yeah. I bet you he yelled more. I bet you Nate yelled a lot more when he was a high school coach, but let's hear it.
Yeah. I'll start with last year. It was my first year in the D League. I was with Iowa, as you said, a basketball ops intern. And really, I was actually doing a lot of the same stuff video-wise. I really was brought in there to help with the video because I had a little bit of experience with that, working for Arizona State's men's basketball team. And so I help with that primarily. I think this year I've taken much more of a role in terms of the scouting reports and game preparation and also coaching. I think those would be the biggest changes because the video stuff I kind of did last year. But going back, yeah. I've known Coach for a long time. He was a PE teacher and an assistant coach when I was in middle school. He was at the high school level. I was in middle school. He was he actually taught my brother, my younger brother.
And this is where?
In Cave Creek, Arizona.
Okay.
He taught my younger brother, and I think the first time I met him, he was still an assistant, and he helped out my dad because he was coaching one of the competitive teams up in Cave Creek. And he just helped out one day, and I met him. But then when I became a freshman at Cactus Shadows, he took over the head coaching job. And that's where it started, I guess. I played freshman in JV my freshman, sophomore year. And then my junior and senior year, I played varsity. But my junior year was when I was with him. And that was my first year on varsity. And he's actually, his personality has not changed much. Intense. He was more of a disciplinarian for us, obviously, being high school kids, keeping control of students. He was a teacher, a PE teacher there as well. So there was that relationship that obviously exists between the coach and the student, whereas now it's a coach and a professional player. So it's a little bit different. But he was an intense guy, but he always treated us fairly and always and he was great to play for. He did a great job of coaching us. He did a great job of communicating us, and I think everyone enjoyed playing for him and being one of his students as well.
You grew up from Arizona. In Arizona, you're from Arizona. You got your degree from Arizona State. You worked in Arizona State men's basketball team. Did you grow up a Phoenix Suns fan?
I did. I did grow up a Phoenix Suns fan.
How apropos to be. That's our NBA affiliate. So let's segue right into it. Rick, what do you have on our Suns rise?
Well, you know what? The Phoenix Suns are an extremely exciting team to watch.
They're fun.
8-2 in their last 10, averaging 117 points per game. third in the Western Pacific Division, 8th overall in the West, 20-16 overall, and huge wins against Toronto, Dallas, and a tough Oklahoma City loss in overtime. But they do have a tough road trip, forthcoming with Oklahoma City and San Antonio, with Chicago and San Antonio and Memphis. So they're right in the thick of it. But it is an exciting time. And one of those players who was recently on assignment and was with the Jam last year is Archie Goodwin, who had an incredible dunk, #1 on the top 10 on ESPN Sports Center. And we're going to take a look at that in a minute. But he averaged 15.7 points a game, 3.7 rebounds in 30.9 minutes in 3 Jam road games. And you know what? Every time Archie has suited up in a Jam uniform, man, he has just been exciting to
I want to
watch.
see it. Let's get some video.
Yeah.
Let me see Archie Goodwin averaging 15.7, 3.7 rebounds, almost 40 minutes in 3 Jam road games. Cue the video on Mr. Archie Goodwin. Let's see it.
To draw some contact, can't get a call. So what do you got to do to get a whistle around here? And here's Archie Goodwin. Flags it down, scoops it up and in.
Shav never gave up on the play, and the ball rotated. And
Scramble is on. Scooped up by Goodwin. Races away from the Guerra. Puts it on the hands of RT for the scoop shot.
what a nice play by Archie Goodwin, coming up with the loose ball, but then distributing it.
So went to high school in New Jersey, so wasn't always Toronto.
Keenness about it. Call him a Pied Piper. Leadership quality.
And then he picks up the will step up to the stripe, makes the first. Arizona's 116-101 Phoenix. Here's Archie Goodwin. Look out! Oh, man! Flying through the air with the greatest of ease, and then the emphatic throwdown with bad intentions. That's got the crowd up here in Phoenix, and it's knocked away by Archie. Here comes Warren, and he got the foul. The fans are loving Archie.
We talk so much about his athletic ability, and look where he takes off from and says, I'm climbing the back. And just his elevation coming right at you, not intimidated by any defense whatsoever.
Look at those guys you mentioned off successful stints in the D-League. Oh, there's Archie, and he got it to go, carving his way to the cup, plus the foul.
Archie put on some weight this year, got a lot stronger. Great finish to the basket.
As high as 11. Gomu shovels it off to Goodwin, and he got swiped by Vasquez. Great night for Bled. 20 over the last 9 games, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, couple of to draw some contact, can't get a call.
Save 50 to 90% with the Bakersfield Californians Daily Deal featured on Bakersfield.com. A daily deal is offered each weekday on services from local restaurants, dry cleaners, health and beauty services, retail shops, and local activities for the entire family. The daily deal is 100% local. Find these amazing deals only at dailydeal.bakersfield.com.
The Bakersfield Californian is a great read on the iPad, but did you know that the Bakersfield Californian is available on your Kindle Fire? Or how about Google's Nexus 7, the Nook? You bet. You can also read a full replica of the newspaper on your Android-powered smartphone, on Apple's iPhone, or on your laptop. We have a solution for any device. E-Edition is free for subscribers, or just $7.99 a month. The Bakersfield Californian. We're everywhere and anytime. Subscribe today. Bakersfield.com.
Bakersfield Life Magazine is a monthly lifestyle publication that features local people, places, and businesses. It is available to be read on bakersfieldlife.com and publishes the last Saturday of the month with many convenient pickup locations. Find us online on Facebook or Twitter, as well as bakersfieldlife.com.
The new book is out. That was easy. I would title this thing sort of a description of what raising children is like. You know, that was easy. I've been writing columns now for about 25 years. Writing has always been a conversation. You're taking somebody by the hand for 3 or 4 minutes, and you're not letting go. The new book, That Was Easy. Nothing easy about any of this, but we've had some fun, and I hope you guys will have some fun looking at this book.
Introducing a new way to get the news. The Bakersfield Californian e-edition. It's not a website, it's the actual Bakersfield Californian right on your tablet computer, laptop, even your smartphone. All the news, features, pictures, and ads you're used to right at your fingertips. Now you can get the Californian on your schedule, anytime, anywhere, any place. Get your new Bakersfield Californian e-edition today. Visit eedition.bakersfield.com.
Current Business Journal contains news and information from local business leaders and organizations. Topics include agriculture, health and medical, energy, transportation, and more. Visit currentbusinessjournal.com to find out how to subscribe or where to pick up a free copy. To inquire about advertising in the bi-monthly Business Journal, call 395-7586. Find us online on Facebook and Twitter, as well as on currentbusinessjournal.com.
Welcome back, everybody. I want to thank Dylan for being here. These coaches don't stick around long, do they, man?
No,
we turn the other way, and poof, he's gone. He's out the door. We are back in quarter number 2 on Jam Central again. Welcome back, everybody. We hope all of your holidays were great. Our first segment, we talked about all of there's so much going on right now with the Bakersfield Jam, with Elijah going up, with our great road trip that we had. We've got former players up there getting #1 shot on the Sports Center, the dunk of the week. So there's a lot happening. But now we get into our favorite segment of the show, and that's when we have some players here. We get to meet some players, get up close and personal. Rick calls the game for the world to see on the internet. I'm the public address announcer, so I'm down there on the court when these guys are coming by us and checking in. And so it's always a pleasure to be able to get it, to sit and spend some time with them. Our 2 players, Earl Barron, Casey Prather. This is a real honor and a real pleasure for us to be with you guys, fellas. Thanks for being here.
Thanks.
All right, I'll give you the company line on these players, and then I want you to embellish a little bit more on what you got. First of all, the big fella right here, Earl Barron, joins Bakersfield as an affiliate player, member of the 2014 Phoenix Suns training camp, and in 6 exhibition games averaged nearly 4 points, over 4 boards in 14 minutes. A 7-year NBA veteran, Barron has averaged 5 points, 4 rebounds, 124 games with the Miami Heat, the Knicks, Phoenix, Milwaukee, Portland, Golden State, and Washington. An NBA champion, congratulations.
Thank you.
And he's had 2 stints in the NBA D-League with the Iowa Energy and the LA Defenders. That's the company line. What do you have for him?
Well, this year Earl is tearing up the Development League. 14 double-doubles to lead the league.
In and out.
Averaging 20.7 points per game, nearly 10.5 rebounds. Has helped the Jam to a 7-1 record versus the West. 9th in field goals in the league at 7.9 a game. 3.8 free throws made per game. 9th in the league in offensive rebounds at 3.7. Just doing a phenomenal job. And no, you even dropped 43 points one game against Canton. So that's Earl.
I call him the big fella, of course. He's our tallest player. Even my son will get in the car after the games, and he goes, man, I like that guy you call the big fella. Welcome, Earl. Good to have you. We're going to get to talk to you in a second. So we go from old guy, old man, veteran, the veteran of the sea, to the young rookie, Casey Prather. He joins Bakersfield as an affiliate player, member of the 2014 Phoenix Suns training camp this past summer. Played for the Atlanta Hawks Summer League team, averaging almost 6 points there, almost 3 boards there in 20 minutes per game. Played his collegiate career at the University of Florida, 4 years there. In addition, he was named to the 10-man Wooden All-American team. That's the company line on Casey. We're looking at some great highlights there. I remember that one. Give us some more goods on Casey.
Yeah, well, Casey averaging 9.5 points per game, but is up that in the last 5 as you've moved into more minutes. 3.2 rebounds, shooting 56% in the last 5, and that's always been one of your trademarks even throughout your collegiate years. And shooting 78% from the free throw line overall. and 50% from the floor. And, you know, we'll find out more about Casey, but outstanding athlete and an exciting guy to have in Bakersfield as well.
Let's jump in. Go for it, Rick.
All right, guys, we're going to ask you some questions and find out a little bit more about you guys. And first of all, both of you, and we'll begin with Earl, discuss your experience with the Phoenix Suns this summer.
It was a great experience. I've been in 4 or 5 training camps, but this one was probably it was pretty tough because we were in Flagstaff, and that altitude was pretty tough. So some of the practice were kind of cut short because basically couldn't breathe, and it's only so much you can do at that altitude. But you know, it was a great experience. You know, they're a great bunch of guys, and then we worked hard and we went after it, and you know, it helped me get better, and hopefully I helped them get better too.
And Casey, your first NBA training camp, what was it like for you?
Well, yeah, going into the first NBA training camp, you never really know what to expect. But I'd say my overall experience is a very, learning experience. I got to go behind some guys who kind of been there, done that, so to speak. And even Earl, he kind of helped me out along the way just to, tell me when to do certain things on the court, off the court, this and that. And, you never really know the appreciation that you have until, you leave and you talk to other guys who wish they was in that situation. So I have to say it was pretty good.
We're here with Casey and Earl. I'll go backwards now. I'll start with you, Casey. Let's talk about your time here with the Bakersfield Jam so far. First of all, tell us how it is here in Bakersfield, playing in the Dignity Health Event Center. It's probably a different feel, having everybody so close, a lot of fun. And let's talk about some of the expectations you have for yourself as a player, and what do you hope to experience this year in the Development League?
Well, I love it here in Bakersfield so far. Nice weather. And that's always a plus.
You don't hear that every day, do you, Rick?
No. Nice weather.
Good.
And but as far as just being here, the experience alone has just been great so far. And I'm just trying to continue to learn, continue to develop, and get better at my game.
Earl, how about you? You're a world traveler, NBA champ. I mean, you're hoisting up trophies with Shaq and D Wade, and you've experienced quite a bit in your career. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts about what we call Baco and that facility that you have at your fingertips 24/7, and what do you expect to get out of your time here?
Just continue to learn. I mean, every day you step on the court, you think you know it all, but every day you learn something new. And whether it's from the coaches or players who are just learning the game, you learn something. And just coming in to try to be a leader and show guys, I've been there and done that. And showing what it takes to win, to be successful, to be healthy, to be able to come in every night and be able to give 110% in the practice and in the games. And so far it's been great. My relationship with Nate, playing back in Iowa, him and Nick Nurse, they're great coaches, and that was one of the main reasons why I decided to go to training camp, because I knew if I didn't make the team, I would end up back here, in Bakersfield with Nate, and our relationship, has just been, great.
Excellent.
That's one of the main reasons why I've kind of been so successful, because we talk all the time about the game, about X's and O's and everything, and it's been paying off so far.
Great.
Earl is an NBA veteran, and we had Xavier Munford in here, your roommate, on the last or a couple shows ago, and he said that he just asked question after question of you, and he has your ear all the time. As it, having that NBA experience, such as winning the championship. First of all, if you can, kind of expound on what it was like to to hoist the NBA trophy and what it felt like. Personally, and then secondly, what kind of advice would you give to Casey as a rookie?
First of all, the NBA championship that year, it was a crazy year. Starting from my experience in training camp, our practices were like it was so serious to the point where you're thinking you're playing in a regular season game the next day. And, they wanted everybody in this spot and that spot. And once we started practice, having all those veterans who knew the game, I don't know where to start.
Looking the aura of Pat Riley,
Shaq, Gary Payton, Antoine Walker, Jason Williams, James Posey, everyone, they were all veterans. They were all, future Hall of Famers. and they knew how to play the game. It's just a matter of, okay, us going out, executing in practice day in and day out, getting to the corners, getting to your spots on defense. And once the season started going, I wasn't getting a lot of playing time. Wasn't probably getting any playing time, but just sitting on the sideline, I was able to watch and take in everything, and seeing that carry over into the playoffs, and seeing the coach saying, okay, if this happens, this is what you might need to do, or if this is guys in the corner, and you make sure you're at this spot. And seeing it happen on the court and us get wins, and seeing those guys who had never won championships like Zoe and Garrett Payton, seeing the emotion that came out, their families all on the court, it was
And the city of Miami as well.
The city of Miami was our plane landed at like 6 in the morning, and there were thousands of fans out there leaning on the fence just to see the Heat get off the plane. Can't remember who had the try. I think it might have been D-Wade, but to hoist the trophy up and hear them cheer, it was it really didn't hit me for a few weeks after. But I look back now and say I'm truly blessed to win a championship ring my first year in the league.
Wow,
that is awesome.
So what is it that you can tell? This young cat probably just learned a lot right there in that answer.
Just coming to training camp, guys like Casey, who are just amazing, college players with so much talent. But it's a whole different game in the NBA. You got the defense for 3 seconds. Everybody's just as fast, just as strong. Can jump just as high, can shoot just as good as you. But it's a matter of how you approach the game, how seriously you take practice, how seriously you take your days off. Getting rest, eating right, listen to the coach on the X's and O's. Don't shortcut plays, set screens. Crash the glass, all the little things in basketball. It makes it fun, especially when you're winning. You can do it, and if it doesn't work when you're doing it, and then it kind of doesn't make sense. But if someone tells you, okay, make sure you're on the nail, run the floor, wait on the screen, don't move too fast, and when you start seeing it happen and it starts working, then it kind of clicks for the young guys. Like, oh, okay, now I see what he's saying.
All right, we're going to see if that's true. We're going to see if that holds, because we're going to come back in the third quarter, and we're going to have a really fun session that everybody likes in this show called Buzzer Beater. We're going to see how well you play together and against each other. We'll be back in the third quarter on Jam Central. Get ready for Buzzer Beater.
Hey, excuse me, ma'am.
Be aware, be connected, be enriched, be encouraged, be fit, be active, be seen, be successful, be wonderful, be wholesome, be amazing, be an example, be the cause, be the cure, be involved, be wise, be happy, be healthy. Be Well, a Bakersfield magazine, quarterly inside the Bakersfield Californian, free with home delivery and on Bakersfield newsstands. Also online at BeWellMagazine.com.
Introducing a new way to get the news. The Bakersfield Californian e-edition. It's not a website, it's the actual Bakersfield Californian right on your laptop, tablet computer, even your smartphone. All the news, features, pictures, and ads you're used to right at your fingertips. Now you can get the Californian on your schedule, anytime, anywhere, any place. Get your new Bakersfield Californian e-edition today. Visit eedition.bakersfield.com.
Introducing TBC Mobile from the Bakersfield Californian. The most complete news, sports, weather, video, opinion, and lifestyle coverage in Bakersfield and Kern County. It's the easiest way to stay up to date on all things local while on the go. Read it on your smartphone or tablet. Download now by searching Bakersfield Californian in the Apple, Google, and Amazon app stores.
Save 50 to 90% with the Bakersfield Californian's Daily Deal featured on Bakersfield.com. A daily deal is offered each weekday on services from local restaurants, dry cleaners, health and beauty services, retail shops, and local activities for the entire family. The Daily Deal is 100% local. Find these amazing deals only at dailydeal.bakersfield.com.
The new book is out. That was easy. I would title this thing sort of a description of what raising children is like. That was easy. I've been writing columns now for about 25 years. Writing has always been a conversation. You're taking somebody by the hand for 3 or 4 minutes, and you're not letting go. The new book, That Was Easy. Nothing easy about any of this, but we've had some fun, and I hope you guys will have some fun looking at this book.
Current Business Journal contains news and information from local business leaders and organizations. Topics include agriculture, health and medical, energy, transportation, and more. Visit currentbusinessjournal.com to find out how to subscribe or where to pick up a free copy. To inquire about advertising in the bi-monthly Business Journal, call 395-7586. Find us online on Facebook and Twitter, as well as on currentbusinessjournal.com.
Team chef.
Hello, Lewis.
He said 1 minute.
Welcome back, everybody. This is our favorite part of the show. You know what? Hey, I say that every quarter. Every quarter is my favorite part of the show. So this is my favoriter part of the show. I'm Vance Palm. This is Rick. We've got the big fella Earl and Casey here with us. Get us started here in the third quarter, bro.
Well, you know what? This is the buzzer beater where we've had every Jam player sitting side by side.
A lot of talented guys have been in here, fellas.
None like us.
None like you. I like it. I like it. You know what? I should give that right now.
Nice.
Okay. All right. Tell them about the show.
Yeah. So basically, you're going to play a couple of games to find out the audience. You know, all of those viewers out there are going to find out what you guys are like. Number one, more personally, and secondly, you're gonna find out more about each other. Okay. So the first game we're going to play is Quick Assist.
Look at Earl's face. The last thing I want to know is more about Casey. I get it. I get it. I got it.
So we're going to play this like a traditional game of charades, which I know you've played many times. I know you guys play this on your road trips, on those cold, long nights in Canton, Ohio. And you're going to start by selecting a card, and Vance has a number of categories. Vance, go ahead and share what those categories
gentlemen, tonight, your categories are people, books, movies, TV shows, and action. So who are you going to start with?
We are going to start with the young buck, Casey Prather.
Okay, Casey, pick one of these.
Can I say one thing real quick?
Oh, yes.
I watched this
yes.
on the internet. When Elijah and Chris was
mm-hmm.
on air. So are these some of the same cards?
No.
Okay, just making sure, because I don't want anybody to say, oh, he's cheating. You got that too fast.
We never do that.
Hey, look, this is we did not open this up to questions, Earl. This is not a question.
Just saying.
Okay, here we go.
I'm cheating.
Okay, so you're gonna have the rookie choose first.
Yes.
Casey, which category would you like to choose and then act out for Earl to guess?
It's a big decision.
Good luck.
People, books, TV shows, movies, or actions?
I'm going to go movies.
Movies.
Yes. Movies.
Nice pick.
Okay, here we go. I'll let you and I take a look at it. Oh, nice. Pass that along.
Yes.
Pass that along. Okay, Natalia, are you on the clock? Okay.
How long do I got?
Oh, this is an easy one. I got this.
Okay. Tell us
you
when.
Act it out?
No. Vance will let you know when
Simple.
he hits him.
Go.
Run.
Forrest. Jump.
You got it just like that. Forrest Gump.
Is that easy?
Goodness gracious. We have an all-time record.
Yeah.
Mark that
Man.
down.
Somebody beat that.
That was a quick assist. That was a quick assist. Man.
All right, Earl, you're up.
Woo.
Choose a category.
Wow. Hey, excellent, Casey. Okay, go ahead.
I'm going to go with
We have people, books, TV shows, movies, and actions.
TV shows.
TV shows. We'll pull this out. Don't take a look here. Let me see. Look at this. TV show. A TV show.
Oh, that's not good.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. Tell me when you have now. Go.
Good luck. I don't know what I can and can't say. It's a cartoon with a bunch of circular. It was popular a few years ago. I don't know if it's still popular. Circular, chubby characters.
Recess?
No. First word is
you poke.
Yes.
You poke.
It's a cartoon.
Pokemon.
Oh! Yeah. Wow. Hey, how much time did they have left? They got
just got it in the nick of time.
The 23 seconds.
Good.
Wow. And by the way, you only have a 24-second shot clock, so that was excellent.
Right.
Man, very good.
You gotta swing the ball around a
Casey,
couple times.
Vic,
Slow it down a little bit.
All right.
you know, you poke. Okay.
You know those
Casey,
round
go for it,
characters?
Casey. People, books, TV shows, movies, or actions.
I'm gonna go books.
Yes.
Casey Prather,
Man,
the Florida Gator,
got you.
pulls out books. Oh,
That's
the moment you look at it, and go.
good luck.
Can we get a pass?
And he like Willy Wonka, but his name, the first letter of his name is same as mine. Willy Wonka. That's my mom used to work at
Chocolate Factory. Willy Wonka.
What'd you say?
Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, keep that part at the end. What's his name though? It's not like Marley, but
Charlie.
yeah.
Wait, you said somebody
Charlie-
said his
he
name's
said it.
like mine?
Yeah.
Not like Marley. Yeah, man. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Why you trying to embarrass me all the time?
Hey,
Here we go.
I thought you do. I thought you
Why
do.
you
Oompa
embarrass
Loompa
me,
sound.
do, boy?
Irie, me brethren, Charlie, not Marley. We went there. Okay, here we go. Hey, I lived in Jamaica a long time, so I know what you're talking about. Here we go. Books, TV shows, movies, actions, people. Big fella.
I'm gonna switch it up too. Actions.
Actions. Very rarely have we had one of the Jam players pick actions. So
Elijah
it takes an NBA. Oh, he did.
Yes.
So we have an NBA player and an NBA champ here
Yes.
that have chosen actions.
They lead by example.
Oh.
That's not good.
Oh. The moment you look at it, we start.
This is not easy.
Hold on, Natalia. Hold on. Let's go.
And go.
What's for
We was in New York.
taxi? What's for a taxi?
Oh, beautiful. Man, that's
Right
that.
on.
I think this is good stuff here, ladies. We may be looking at the tandem of all tandems right here. It's called
Yes.
Quick Assist. It's called
is.
Quick Assist. Okay. Casey, people, books, TV shows, movies, and actions.
I'm gonna go back to movies.
We're going to go back to movies. Casey Prather says we're going to go back to movies. Rick, I look at it first, and it is, this might not be so easy. This might not be so easy right here. The second you look at it, we start the 24-second clock. And this might not be too easy, Casey.
Let's go. Light work. Let's go.
I like the confidence.
Driving Miss Daisy.
No. Ludacris made a song about it.
Ooh, he made a lot of songs. Oh.
Two. But y'all. Hey, okay, I'm gonna get in my truck. I'm going down I-95, and I'm gonna go above the speed limit. No, it's a movie about that.
Our first non-assist. And the answer was The Fast and the Furious.
Yes, the leading actor.
The Fast and the
Yeah,
Furious.
just passed.
All right. Do we have time, ladies, for one? Do we have more time?
I thought
Okay.
you knew the Ludacris song.
All right. Big fella.
I'll make up for that one. Let me movies too. Movies.
We're going to go back
still
to
have
movies.
time.
I gotta make up for that one real quick. Kick one more.
Movies.
See his reaction.
And we have no more movies, so that was the last one.
All right, there you go.
From the moment you look at it, we start. And go.
Simba.
Lion King.
Oh,
wow.
One word,
Yeah,
Simba.
that was-
Did you hear Earl Jones? Simba. Man, that was very, very, very nice. You want to go for some more because we have another game. All right, so go for it, Casey.
I'm gonna go.
Next game.
Oh, we move on
Gentlemen,
to dishing
before we move to
out.
the next game, I want to congratulate you. By
Thank
far,
you,
by
thank
far
you.
the most impressive
Outstanding.
Thank you,
on
thank
quick
you.
assist. The most that was far and away.
Absolutely.
Okay, dishing out, Rick.
Yes.
Go for it.
Okay, dishing out. We're going to find out how well you know one another. Okay?
No, is dishing out? Is that one?
Yes.
Okay. You ready to go?
Let's do it.
You have yours. You read some. I'll read some. You ready?
Okay. We're going to start with Earl this time.
Okay. You read to Earl. I'll read to Casey.
You got it. Perfect. All right, Earl.
What?
About
Case.
that
Oh,
is
right.
See, dishing.
Our 19th show, and I'm still figuring out which game it is. Okay.
Dishing out.
Okay, go ahead. So
Setting up your man.
Oh, okay.
Not taking
Right.
the credit. Not being a ball hog. Okay.
Okay.
All right, Earl, this is about Casey. Okay. What is Casey's favorite ice cream?
I'm going to go with chocolate.
Cookies and cream.
Cookies and cream.
Oh, man, both those sound so good.
Casey,
right now.
what is Earl's most treasured possession?
Right now, his Monopoly board.
I would go with championship ring. But the Monopoly board right now is a close second.
The Monopoly board or championship ring from the NBA?
Ring.
We're going to go with championship ring on that one. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead, Rick.
Man, how much do you think you could get for that championship ring on eBay?
I don't even want to think about it.
Oh, man.
I don't even want to think
Okay,
about it.
Earl, what is Casey's middle name?
Orlando.
Good luck.
Casey Orlando Prather.
It sounds good.
What is it?
Lamar.
Okay. Casey, how long does it take for the big fella to get ready for a game?
For a game?
Yep.
He has to listen to music, stretch. The stretch can take all day, depending on how he feels. I'll say approximately 45 minutes.
45 to an hour.
Yeah, good job.
Okay, Rick, go.
All right. Way to break it down. Okay, Earl, if you were ordering a pizza with Casey, what 2 toppings would he make sure were on his pizza?
Pepperoni and sausage.
He's right.
Nice.
Casey, roughly how many pairs of shoes does Earl have or own?
Only one. Those little brown flip-flops. Those lazy ones. Just those. That's all I see.
That's all he sees. I mean, I have 5 or 6, but
Incorrect.
those are my favorite.
Incorrect.
Just one.
Go ahead, Rick.
You guys don't have to suit up on the road and wear dress shoes? Okay. All right, Earl. If Casey were to win the lottery, what would be the first item he would purchase?
Probably the lottery. Casey would probably go purchase a crazy car. Something Maybach or Benz or something like that.
Second thing. But my mom would get a house.
Mom would get a house. Very nice. I feel like going like that on that because it's such a nice answer, but it's wrong.
That's great.
Okay, Casey, what is Earl's nickname?
Good luck. I don't have one.
Big fella?
That I can't give you. Sorry, but what do you think his nickname is?
Earl the Squirrel.
That's one of them. That is one of them.
Really?
I used to call me that when I was little.
No way. He
They
gets
used to
it
call me
on
that when I
Earl.
was little.
Earl
Squirrel.
the Squirrel. Give me another one.
The Duke.
The Duke. Ooh, I like. Can I use that on the mic?
I don't care what you use.
Okay, good. You heard it, ladies. I get to do it next game. All right. Rick, I think we maybe have time for one more, or you tell me, ladies.
One more. Let's go.
Okay, Earl, what is Casey's one pet peeve?
Wow.
Thing that just irks him to no end.
Pet peeve. When the refs don't call the foul.
Yeah.
All right. Good deal.
All right, that wraps up our buzzer beater segment here, third quarter. Fellas, thank you very, very much, both of you, for being with us. You bring so much to our city, so much to our community, so much to the Dignity Health Center. On behalf of all of our fans and everybody involved with us, Earl, Casey, thanks for being with us tonight. You're having a great season. Keep it going. Appreciate it very much. When we get back into the fourth quarter, we have some fun stuff. But by the way, if you have some ideas, if you'd like to send some suggestions, submit game ideas, feedback, or player questions, contact us through our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, social media. It's all here for you, and BakersfieldJam.com. Coming back with the fourth quarter on Jam Central.
Introducing a new way to get the news. The Bakersfield Californian e-edition. It's not a website, it's the actual Bakersfield Californian right on your tablet computer, laptop, even your smartphone. All the news, features, pictures, and ads you're used to right at your fingertips. Now you can get the Californian on your schedule, anytime, anywhere, any place. Get your new Bakersfield Californian e-edition today. Visit eedition.bakersfield.com.
Be aware, be connected, be enriched, be encouraged, be fit, be active, be seen, be successful, be wonderful, be wholesome, be amazing, be an example, be the cause, be the cure, be involved, be wise, be happy, be healthy. Be Well, a Bakersfield magazine, quarterly inside the Bakersfield Californian, free with home delivery and on Bakersfield newsstands. Also online at BeWellMagazine.com.
Introducing a new way to get the news. The Bakersfield Californian e-edition. It's not a website, it's the actual Bakersfield Californian right on your laptop, tablet computer, even your smartphone. All the news, features, pictures, and ads you're used to right at your fingertips. Now you can get the Californian on your schedule, anytime, anywhere, any place. Get your new Bakersfield Californian e-edition today. Visit eedition.bakersfield.com.
Introducing TBC Mobile from the Bakersfield Californian. The most complete news, sports, weather, video, opinion, and lifestyle coverage in Bakersfield and Kern County. It's the easiest way to stay up to date on all things local while on the go. Read it on your smartphone or tablet. Download now by searching Bakersfield Californian in the Apple, Google, and Amazon app stores.
Never done marketing. It seems to be a little intimidating. You don't know what's available. You think you're going to sell your first child or it's going to be really expensive to do. But Heather really described everything in a way that we knew exactly what we were doing. There was nothing, no questions about it. She was very clear.
I really enjoyed that Heather took her time to get to know us as a family, get to know our business. From anyone that I do meet, I like to get to know them.
We knew exactly what we were getting into, but really the results of it was far more than we ever expected. I think it brought us to the forefront of most people's mind. So they heard our name, and then all of the videos and pictures, the Bakersfield Life, put a face to the name, and they were able to connect that and know what our product was, but also know us as a family.
Because of the Bakersfield Californian and because of Heather, generated so much buzz about our restaurant that we couldn't have done it alone.
And welcome back. Rick Hutchins alongside Vance Palm. It is time for the fourth quarter.
This is my favorite quarter of the whole show, man.
That seems oddly familiar from what I've heard before, but this may be the most important quarter that is on our show, and that is the Jam Health Stretch with assistant athletic trainer Jonathan Mack. And Jonathan, welcome back. Thanks for joining us. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, J Mac.
It's great to be back.
Good to see you, buddy.
And Vance, what do you have to ask Jonathan today?
Well, how are we doing? I mean, give us, anytime I see anybody from our medical staff, the first thing I'm always going to ask is, how are we doing?
Everyone's doing great right now. Everyone's really healthy. We just had a great road trip. Everyone came back, and no one got banged up too much, so that's all we can ask for right now.
You know, when you're on the road like that, this big, tall, huge guys riding buses, sitting in airports, waiting to get in the hotel, then they get to the game. You know, it is what it is. You know, these aren't Learjets and Ritz-Carltons, so some of these guys can start to get a little stiff. This cold weather, these road trips. How do you keep these guys loose and limber and rolling?
Well, we actually, myself and Sean Merz, the head athletic trainer, created this program called the Healthy Traveler. Now, what it is this packet that we give to all the players, and basically it outlines a lot of ways for the players to stay healthy when they're on the road and they don't have all the amenities of their Dignity Healthy Arena and their apartments. So we have a whole list of healthy snacks, just healthy tips like make sure you get your 6 to 8 hours of sleep, make sure you're drinking properly, stretching whenever you're waiting for the train or the next bus, and just don't overeat out of boredom, and just make sure you're washing your hands, because I mean these guys are sharing buses and planes. It's really easy to get sick and spread it. So we just try to, you know, maintain proper hygiene and healthy habits for everybody.
Great.
Jonathan, being healthy, forming and maintaining healthy habits, what can we do?
I think, are we talking about New Year's Eve right now, or are we just talking?
Not yet. We're
not quite there yet, and we've got a lot a lot of questions for you there.
Okay.
Because we're all making New Year's resolutions.
Yeah, I'd be happy to help.
But more along the lines of you're dealing with guys that are already in the habit of being healthy, keeping themselves going. How do you get started in that? How do you start your mind, you know, to get into that mode of, man, I got to get healthy and stay healthy?
Well, we just try to preach to all the players that even though you're healthy now, there's always a better you waiting to be, you know, achieved. Like, everyone has the potential to, you know, do a little bit more each day, like get better every single day. There's always improvements that you can make, whether it's, you know, improving your sleeping patterns or eating healthier on a regular, you know, continuous basis. And we just try to preach, you know, just get better every single day, and just do your best to improve yourself.
All right. So on that note, let's who would, in your mind, is in the best shape / healthiest player on our team? I mean, if you had to just call a guy out, like just that if you were sitting around with Mirza and you guys just said, you know what, that guy's the epitome of health and fitness.
I think Matt Koshwal is definitely someone who, I know he spent a lot of time this summer getting himself into shape. I was working with him and just talking to him, and he just really just revamped his entire diet, and he actually came to training camp 20 pounds lighter than when he left. Robert Vaden is another guy who just really took control of his diet and listened to everything that Sean and I had to say. Like, we went to the grocery store with this guy, and he bought every single thing that we recommended. He came back to my place, and we cooked that night a healthy dinner. Like, we do healthy cooking demonstrations for the players just so that they can realize that you don't have to go to a fast food place to eat delicious food. You know, like, there's healthy, nutritious ways to eat delicious food.
So to Rick's point, even somebody like those two cats can be even better.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right, well, now that brings us to the dreaded question, the dreaded point that we have to get to, and that is the New Year's resolutions.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I've made mine. Matter of fact, I was driving back from Laguna with my kids, and I said, okay, kids, here's my resolutions. And I started off, and I could already hear chuckles in the background and smirks and laughter, and, you know, because they've heard it all before. And maybe that's the case with a lot of us. You know, we have our intentions. We're going to do this. I want to get to this certain weight by this. I want to feel this way. I want to do this way. You know, how do you recognize your own health level? How do I know how bad I am or how good I am? How do I find out about my body?
Well, you know, I actually think it's really important to, like, meditate about 10 minutes each day. Go into a dark room, turn off the TV, turn off the radio, and really think to yourself, you know, what can I improve in my life right now? How do I feel about my health? Do I feel healthy every day? Am I getting through my, you know, normal day and my normal daily routine and getting through my activities of daily living without any pain? Am I walking upstairs and getting winded or tired? You know, these are some things that you can think about and maybe, you know, take some steps to change that. Now, I wrote down 3 words here: commitment, patience, and positivity. And commitment is definitely important, especially when it concerns New Year's resolutions, because it's very common for people just to abandon their resolutions after 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Hey, who are you talking to?
Myself included, don't worry.
Right.
Patience. I think a lot of people get discouraged when they don't see the results right away from their hard work, and you just have to realize, you know, these things take time, but if you just make small goals every single day, you're going to achieve your goals. And positivity, don't get down on yourself if you don't immediately, you know, go from, you know, what you didn't want to be to what you want to be.
This segment is called the Jam Health Stretch. We have it. It's the 4th quarter of our every show, but this one's a little different because tonight Rick and I are going to give our New Year's resolutions. You want to go first?
Yeah, sure.
You go first.
Okay, so I'm looking at losing weight and gaining muscle, and I think for, you know, a lot of us, that's going to be, you know, one of the prime goals. Number 1, want to lose 25 pounds.
Okay.
2,
So what weight are you at now?
Too much.
What?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
So
Yeah, thanks. Great answer.
I don't want to share that information, but not where I was when I was 25 or 30. Okay. I know age does that to me a little bit. But also, another problem that I have is I love candy. And also, because I play in a band, I'm in clubs and that kind of stuff. And so sometimes, you know, I might have, you know, some things that put weight on me. Food and drink and such. So what do I do?
I think one of my tips for the players is keep a journal. You know, every week, like write, you know, a small set of, you know, small short-term goals, and every Sunday night or whatever it is, just reflect on those goals and say, did I take enough action to achieve this? Another thing I would say to everybody out there trying to lose weight quickly is avoid those fad diets, because about 75% of the time people don't usually stick to those, and when you bounce back, it's even hard to get back on that train. Make small changes each day. You said you love candy, you know. Try to cut out candy by about 50% and maybe just reward yourself every Sunday night. You know, just start small. If you love candy so much, maybe just have one Hershey's Kiss every single night, you know. And there's a lot of other healthy options, too, that taste like desserts. Like one of my favorite recipes to share with the players is almond butter and flavored Greek yogurt sandwich. You put that on a piece of toast, a little cooking spray on each side, put it in a panini press or a George Foreman, press it down, and I swear it tastes like it just came out of a bakery.
All right, so commitment, patience, positivity, keep a journal. These are the Bakersfield Jam Health Stretch Tips by assistant trainer Jonathan Mack. Hey, Johnny, thanks for being with us. Appreciate it. Happy New Year. Thanks for helping us get healthy. We're going to lose some weight. We're going to be looking good towards the end of the season. We're going to have our spring shows. We're going to be all buffed out, ready to go. All right, we want to remind everybody that you can watch the Jam Central every other Friday at 10 a.m., and, of course, we want to thank our partners, the Dignity Health Event Center, and for having this team during the season of giving. We've got a great video on the show as we go out. Thank you for being with us on another episode of Jam Central.
Thank you.